Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Ladies and gentlemen, on my channel, I'm always telling you guys, live an active lifestyle. Make smart nutritional choices. Move more and sit less, right? Fight against that laziness. It's not about perfection, but about consistency. It's not about what you look like in the mirror, but about how you feel. That's the key, ladies and gentlemen, right? So, oftentimes, I've talked to you guys about jumping rope, right? The jump rope, right? I told you, a very simple piece of equipment, costs nothing, right? This is my jump rope. I have 2 of these jump ropes. Cost me like $10 at Dick's Sporting Goods. I told you guys, you don't need any fancy, super expensive jump rope to get these workouts in, to stay fit. And also, just to be a beginner, to start out. You don't need anything fancy, just a basic PVC jump rope. Speed rope will work, ladies and gentlemen. And I've demonstrated jumping rope many times on my channel. So I'm not going to demonstrate jumping rope in this video. What I want to talk about is what I'm seeing now, or what I'm hearing from some people. So the other day I was talking to a guy and we were talking about jumping rope. And he asked me, what's something that I do, or a piece of equipment that I use regularly, right? That I would recommend to him. And this gentleman's a little bit older than me. I think he's maybe in his early 50s. And he's not in bad shape, this guy. But he's gotten lazy, he said. Over the last couple of years, he's gotten lazy. He's kind of gained a little bit of weight. Doesn't feel as good, right? So it's the feeling that you get. You don't feel good. You don't have the energy, right? And he doesn't like the way that he looks, right? Because I told you, the look goes with the feel, right? But never chase the look. But anyway, so I told him jump rope. I said jump rope is something that I've been doing for years. And I've told you guys, I jump rope almost every single morning. Some mornings I will not jump rope. Maybe some mornings I take off. But I jump rope almost every single day, guys. And every time that I do any kind of exercise, the jump rope is my warm-up. That's what I do to warm up regardless. So jumping rope is happening for me all the time. It's something that I love to do. It makes me feel good. Like I said, I feel like I get a good, intense workout with jumping rope. There's different ways you can do it, right? You can do this more intensely. There's different ways to jump rope. That's the great thing about it. You can start with basic jumps, and there's way more advanced techniques. So I told the guy about the jump rope, and he said, oh yeah, man, jump rope, yeah, absolutely, blah, blah, blah. And he told me, he proceeds to talk to me about the jump rope that he has, that he's been using, a new piece of equipment, he said. But it's a jump rope with no rope. It's handles. It's 2 handles, and I guess it keeps track of your jumps, but there's no rope attached to it. It's just 2 handles, and you do the motion of jumping rope without actually having to jump over a rope, which doesn't really make any sense to me, which to me kind of defeats the purpose of a jump rope. When we talk about jumping rope, guys, it's not just, our heart rate that will go up, right? It's not just about strength or fitness when you're doing jump rope. There's also coordination. Timing is involved with jumping rope, right? So there's a whole bunch of things going on here when you're jumping up and down. But why is coordination, timing, all this important? Because of the actual rope that's attached to the handles. You have to jump over this thing. That's the hard thing about jumping rope. Not only is it hard because you get tired from it, but it's hard because of the timing and the coordination that you have to jump over a rope consecutively for a certain amount of time. That's why I say, if you try to jump rope for 3 minutes straight without tripping up on the rope, that's really good. It's hard to do without tripping. That's the key. I'm not saying that you couldn't do it because you'd be too tired, which a lot of people would, but also the tripping up part is very hard. So the beginning for you might be you're tripping up every 4 or 5 jumps, maybe even fewer. Maybe you're getting slapped with the rope. Anyone knows that does jump rope regularly knows what I'm talking about. You will get some rope burns on your arm or the back of your legs if you're going really intense and you miss a jump. So when he started talking to me about a jump rope with no rope, I started laughing at him. I said, listen, man, I'm like, it sounds great. He was breaking down it to me and everything like, oh yeah, man, it works really great. You jump, it keeps track of the jumps. And I just started laughing. I said, I don't think that's the same thing as actually jumping over an actual rope. You might think in your mind you're doing the same pattern, but it's not the same thing, ladies and gentlemen. It just really isn't. So, like I've been saying, like I've always said, Get an actual jump rope. There's no need to get anything fancy. This is cheap, guys. It doesn't cost a bunch of money. You don't need batteries in this. You don't have to charge it up. And the actual rope part is the key. That's why it's called a jump rope. It's not called jump handles. It's a jump rope. The timing, the coordination, all this, the balance. You need the rope there to actually get those kinds of things impacted when you're training and working out, guys. Because coordination, balance, timing, all this stuff is important, especially as we get older. How many times have you guys heard or seen news articles from people falling, tripping, and killing themselves, dying from a fall? I've talked about this also on my channel, right? A simple fall can kill you. So balance, coordination, all this stuff is key, especially as we get older. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, get the actual jump rope. You don't need anything fancy. Once again, they're trying to reinvent the wheel here. No need. Get the actual jump rope with the rope in the middle. Don't get the handles and start jumping over two handles. I don't know what that's doing for you. It's not doing anything, guys. It's a shortcut, but it's not a shortcut to fitness. It's a shortcut to nowhere. All right? You guys remember that.